Uh, if you would get this when you send it to Walker, ask him to put it on his channel. Um,
Yep, it'll go up on his channel today. Yeah.
uh, I wouldn't be here except I have to close up this issue with Alex.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also further expand the understanding that I want people should know about the other side and everything that's happening behind this. I'm so close. Part of me told me this morning, we're right there. He said, just hold on. Maybe a couple of days, but whatever it is, we're there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in this room much anymore because I wake up and finally get pushed out of my chair bed and feed the animals and get something to eat and bring it upstairs, and that's it for the day.
Yeah.
I want people to understand what was just done, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a hard time with things, but something changed that had to be corrected, and it was done the only way known for it to happen as close to properly as possible. But people need to try to understand that uh, why it happened this way. Uh, that's funny. My Lily turned on my VPN before it's on, and I never turned it on. And I looked at her, and I saw her do it, and she just made me jerk twice. Like I've said, on the other side, when we're in a natural state, we don't have emotions. We have strong feelings, which we are. It's what we are. It's how we are. But we don't have the apex spikes in them, which are emotions. And Lily, poor Lily, um, for hundreds of thousands of lives, of my lives, not
Mm.
years, but my lives, um, I had to, hide her, put her to sleep and hide her, protect her, so
Yeah.
nobody could beat her up. And I was almost always in a body, so I wasn't going to allow that. So anyway, she's been a bit out of touch with what it's like to be in a body.
Mm.
And what's happening right now is so important. Creations change,
Mm-hmm.
the new format, what I'm doing and what she's doing, and others on the other side now. Uh, this is big. Other than being created, this is the biggest thing in creation's history. The change of the format to compassion, honor, equality from abuse.
Mm.
So it's imperative that it happens, and certain things have to happen a certain way. I did not want to make this information public. Not that it's a horrible thing what I'm about to say, but uh, it's necessary for people to understand what's happening. Uh, Lily and Ara are energies on the other side. We had Alex turn away. But I didn't do it personally, not the consciousness that's left inside this body, but the stuff outside they did. And the reason why is because the role that Alex had to play, and I'm in constant contact with Aron and stuff all the time. Uh, whoa, just sick.
Mhm.
We are right there, and this had to be done before I left, so they waited. It came at the last minute. The job that Alex had, talking to all these actors and getting them on board, and he was going to be like helping direct them around and everything else. Well, there's so many of them, and it's worldwide. It's too much for one person.
Oh, yeah.
So Alex is not going to be doing. He's not going to be, excuse me, in charge of doing all that. Excuse me. What's going on is Deanna's older brother, Fernando.
Mhm.
He and I are so close. He's so awesome. And her younger brother, Nacho, he's great too. Um, Fernando is always, well, so close. So close to just having the rug pulled out, and I'll be falling on my ass and I'll be saying thank you. Uh, anyway, he'll be setting up large businesses with the uh, with Aron's group.
Yeah.
To become members of the new nation. Well, now what's going to happen is um, Fernando's going to get a couple more assistants, and they'll be working with the actors and bringing them in. Now, Alex is still going to do some of that too, but he's going to do it a little bit separate from us. He's not going to be located at the Tahiti Beach Island Drive area. He's going to be a little farther away. That can't be helped. But it was done like that to remove him from the immediate circle so that he's getting set up. Alex is going to be doing that, but just an actor here, an actor there, and he's still get boats, cars. He's got a beautiful house, a nice one. And it's expensive, but it's like a nice one-story house. So he's got nice cars. He's going to be doing well. It's just he's not located on Tahiti Beach. This is kind of separating him a little more from the other group. Everyone's going to be, got their own jobs to do anyway. It's not like, uh, it's not like, wow. It's not like everyone gets together in a committee group or something. It's just all related to what's going on here. Alex is Aryan source energy. He came from the body that I walked out of so long ago.
Yeah.
Also, it just put in my head Raj Narayanan, or however you say it. I love him. He's one of the four that came out of me back when uh, back when the planet Garo was still whole, and he's pure heart, and he's probably about 50 something. I don't know his age, but he's younger than me. But he's a mature man, and he's got incredible no nonsense understanding of things. Oh, I'm going to send you something that he had sent me. I talked to him last night. Uh, damn. And I'm going to send it to you as soon as we hang up. If you would send the messages I sent you this morning, and send that video to him too.
Okay.
To hook into his thing, or at least to show it is so important. And it's so relative. He's the voice of reason. of what's going on with this movement and everything. That pure heart. He's awesome. Wonderful, wonderful person. Of course, loves animals and stuff. So Lily and I would be going into people, helping out with any problem they have. But if somebody wants to talk to him, he'll be there. He'll be dealing with a lot of groups. Everyone's going to be busy doing big stuff. You know, this isn't about any one person. It sure as hell isn't about me. It's about all of us. And, you know, that's the important thing, family.
Yes.
And did you see the picture I sent you where Alex has for his icon for the video or whatever it is? Yeah, the icon for the video. He's got himself on a white horse like a knight with his dreadlocks flowing in the back. And he's got one of those jousting spears, and it's embedded inside the heart of the dragon, which of course is me. It's him attacking me. And I did go on there and reply to him and told him he still had nice stuff coming, but he wasn't going to be in the middle of Tahiti Beach Island Road like, you know, he was planning on. So
I knew there was something from the other side behind what he was saying.
Yeah. And I feel,
wasn't sure.
And that's why I'm asking everyone, leave him alone, because he's just been put through so much unfairly. It shouldn't have happened like that, but it happened the best way that Lily and myself out of body could make it happen. And they're fed up with me being stuck here too. But everything's coming together. This morning I was doing my wobble, trying to get out of my chair bed and my lazy boy that I have to sleep in, and get to the to the bedroom door. You know, my door. Get my hand on a doorknob.
Yeah.
And a part of me from outside came in and said, "Man, hang in there. We're right there." And then he was showing me a very soft, floaty, maybe a couple days. And I know we're right there, because when you've been trying to die for 11 years, going on 11 years, I mean, you're feeling it. And it's to the point now where it's just, you know, there's no nonsense. So when I get out of here, I'm going to fix what was done to Alex. And he's going to have a lot of nice stuff. He's still got his place at Abaco. That'll be renamed.
Okay.
and yeah, because it's the new nation headquarters on land. Everything's the same, except he's not at on that section of Tahiti Beach Drive. That whole thing, we own that whole thing. The hybrids, you know, yada yada yada. Can't fit everyone on there, but wow. So excuse me, this is difficult. Oh, whoa. Really glad of it too. Everyone's going to have so much fun. And we have people spread out all over the world, even Alaska.
Wow.
I mean, we're everywhere. And
the Alaskan trio now four.
Yes, that's them. Yeah, they're in Hawaii right now. I talked to them last night.
Cool.
I'm trying to explain to them what just happened. And, you know, Alex will hear this one day. And Alex, I'm so sorry it was done to you, but it had nothing to do with me. But because I am about to pass, that had to be done. So he wasn't waiting for this and all of a sudden have that. And I understand why it was done the way it was, but it's it all should have been avoided. I should have, you know, taken care of everything. But there was too many. That field of operation was too big for one person. So instead, Fernando, Deanna's older brother, is going to be in charge of making first contact with these actors and then immediately turn it over to the two hybrid assistants that are taking care of it.
I see.
So, because I was seeing about, I don't know, less than 20 originally, but there's over 100.
Wow.
So he's doing that, but he's given a different chunk. And then he'll do it separately at first, but it'll all come together. I'm not going to let that be done to him and not fix it.
And actors need a lot of TLC because that's the way they've been groomed.
Constant attention. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Exactly. Everyone is important in our group here doing this. You know, I include myself because I'm involved in it, even though I won't be here in body or anything, but I'll be involved. You go to the, people could say this is arrogant. I don't really give a shit. You go to the Alliance of Life, you're going to find a strong part of Arae and a strong part of Lily right there at the head of the table. So, and it's all about compassion and honor. Alex, when he was talking, and I know this is done to him, but you know, I felt bad. He got pushed too hard, made to say too much, and when he starts to go back, to come back to where he was, it's harder for him to. He's got a farther road to go the more he says, but they made him get out there and say too much to make sure it was a sharp break. Then see, it's all wrong. But I'm not home yet. I'm sorry, I can't fix that. But I'm about to be, and I will fix it.
Even on the home front, they say war is an unpleasant business, and this is exactly an example of that.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's it's like on the other side, especially those in our family of Source. Our job is literally to take lemons and make lemonade.
Sure.
You know, and he had said that about how it's a cult, and I make people fearful that if they don't do this, and he wasted all the money on his spheres and everything, and I only listened the first 5 minutes, or 4 minutes, whatever, but I heard about some of the stuff he said from others, and I just felt bad, so I put in a reply. If you go there, you can read it. It's pretty long with no.
Not everyone can read comments because YouTube is blocking comments. So I don't know if I can read
yours. Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Especially in the UK and Germany too.
Yeah, different people
all of that is about to literally drop from the sky and be one with the dirt.
Yeah.
You know, seriously.
Different people in different countries can read and not read different comments, so I might not be able to read some of yours. I don't know.
Okay. But he say, you know, cult where somebody makes it about themselves, and I'm like, I fought for people not to think that, you know, to realize I've actually said so many times I'm no better than a stick in the mud. A few times I've said I'm no better than stick in manure. You know, trying to make a point. And all the money that I've made has gone to, you know, two people. Deanna is put it to really good use. The first one, Michelle, she did some nice things with some of the money that all that money I gave her, because I gave her all the money and then hope for something back. And with Deanna, the same. But I've made over $1 million total, you know, for other people. One time, Michelle Davis from the first thing, she said, I want you to go meet these people. I want to go ahead and buy this horse from them. It was a beautiful Palomino with blue eyes. But, you know, and she said, I want to help them, and you mind? You know, all the money was in her account. She could have done it, but she knew better. You know, she knew to include me. So I went over there with her and met the people and looked at her, looked at him, and I looked at the horse. and horse, so they're also cool. But they needed more. They needed help with the food. They needed a bigger place for them to for the horses to go run
Yeah.
around when they're training them. They really needed another barn. Um, and so I walked in and I was talking with him. I looked at her and then I said, "Huh." And I said, "There's something going on with your son." And I basically told her without telling her too much, because it was somewhat personal, and nobody needs to hear that. Um, uh, and anyway, and then something else that was going on, and her mouth dropped, and I said, "You okay?" And she goes, "How did you?" I said, "I just know stuff. It's no big
Yeah.
deal." And then she went and got her husband, and then I thought, "Oh crap," you know. But he was in a rush to get to me, so I could see it and feel it, and I'm like, oh, whatever, I always just deal with stuff as it is, what else you gonna do? So he said, my wife just told me so and so. I said, yeah, I was trying to keep it unpersonal, but he goes, how do you know that? And I said, I just see it, understand it. And then Michelle, if after a bit, Michelle came up and she said, Jay, they really need some help over here with a bigger place out here and everything. And I said, well, they need another barn too. And these are nice
Mm.
barns. I mean, these are horse stalls. It's not a barn. It's but
Yeah.
it looks like a barn. So I talked with the man, and he said, I said, you need something bigger right here. I know you need more help with your food that you're buying for the animals. And um, there's, I said, you need more housing. And, I know horses are used to being out in the cold and wet and everything. But the thing is, they need to have warmer. You need to be able to close the doors when it gets real warm, real cold. Um, So he said, well, maybe instead of the bigger round area over here for working the horses and letting them run the fenced in, the smaller fenced in part, and then they have huge acres of pasture that are all fenced in. Maybe we could do like a small barn or something over there, and if you could help us with that. And I said, where you want to put the barn over there? And he goes, well, yeah. And I said, good. Just make the barn as big as this one here. And then the area you have to work the horses over here, there's only enough room to increase it by about 35, 40%. So why don't we do that? And he was just like,
Mm.
and then back to his family stuff. He goes, how do you know that? And I said, I just see it. But people always, they get worried that I see more than I need to see. And I do, but I'd never say anything. I never
Sure.
have. It's like having a consult with someone, but that's privileged information. That never goes out unless they say release it. Never, ever, not once. Unless someone screwed me over and they said something, I said, well, they were pretty impressed before, and that's as far as it goes. Anyway,
Yeah.
and like I've always said, I don't expect anyone to believe me or have faith in me. I'm just telling people what's coming.
Mm.
And I had to write the books, and they had to crank up an army, thousands of people. And then we have our little circle here where there's a couple dozen whatever people that are involved in the very middle of it, working with ET hybrids and ETs that are here. So many people don't believe in that, and well, they don't know better. If they don't have the data, they can't process understanding. And as soon as I'm gone, I'll make everything happen. And once I'm out of body, it's Alex is going to be released from a situation, although that's already feathering off. And then I need to fix it for him because he doesn't deserve that. No, no one does. But it's And Aron was talking with Lily about it, just, what to do. It's like, I don't want to tell Jay he can't handle it. And, I'm in the middle of literally dying, finishing dying. So it was a hurry up and get it over with. So whatever. As long as I got lemons, I can make lemonade.
Sure.
Holy mackerel. Lily's constantly working on me, that my energy outside of the body keeps killing this body more. It's all ready to happen. Everything is just finally coming together, aligning in where we hit a drop point and I can drop out of the airplane, so to speak. And then people start to understand. When I get rid of all the trash and they have wonderful lives, it's, there's no whoopee J, but there is a whoopee look what's happened.
Yeah.
Is freedom. One of the biggest lies in all your religions is free will. God gave you free will. Whoa, really? If that's free will, what's the opposite? And there's all reasons for this. But I really regret what was done to poor Alex. Not fair, not right, but something had to be done, and that's all right because I can fix it. But the thing with him being on a white horse, which exemplifies purity, and then with the lance right in my heart, you see the blood coming out. It's like, really? And then Jay's all about himself. It's a cult. He said it's a cult, and I'm like, Raj said that he was talking, that he watched the video. Raj is incredibly intelligent. He really is. But his heart gives him the ability to apply things. He does so much, like businesses and other far off religions and stuff. He'll be helping them. So, because you're mostly going to be dealing with Christians, yourself, and that's most of the people on the planet as far as religions go. Everything's fine. It's all set up. I just feel bad about that. Oh. Man, this is crazy. Every time I go to try to move, it's only because I have to, and I keep getting warned every time. Easy, be very, not the right word, but dedicated about every single move I make, every step, because they don't want me to drop on the ground yet. Like I'm about to leave, but they want it to be in my chair. And if something does happen, it's like going into that chair, I fall into it a lot now. Not that I move fast anyway, but it's just, I'm just fall into it. Because if I'm in the chair is actually tilt up and let me out. Anyway, it's all about to happen. But that's why I wanted to ask everyone to, not contact Alex or give him a hard time, just to.
That's what Walker has said. Walker has said the same thing as you. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, just let him. I don't want him. He's already been abused, and I don't want it to be anymore. He's suffered enough. People I don't expect them to understand. And I've been here to bring the facts, with compassion as best I can, but it's y'all that are going to really be the teachers to help people understand. And it's not like um, a missionary grabbing a hold of a Bible and beating people in the head with it, you know? This, or like the Spanish when they came over to Central America. But it's, silver platter with nice appetizers on it. Would you like some? Oh, it has to take anything. That's free will. The Fae. What's going on with the Fae? The Fae are being let loose. Lily's telling me. People are going to start seeing more Fae and they're going to think they're demons. A lot of people don't understand when they see energy and they see like a black cloud.
Yeah.
Well, negative will look like that, but you know what? Anything that wants to show itself has to condense its own energy so that you can see them. You can't see through it, like everyone's spirit guides, those little black blotches that move in the corners of people's eyes. That's not negative. Don't hide from it. Don't deny it. It's your spirit guides trying to show themselves. It's like they have to condense their energy, like making a muscle, so that light won't go through it. So you can see there's something there. That's why those Fae, especially, what is it, like King Solana,
Solomon.
Yeah. That was out during the day, and you can see this bright light moving around. It's like, hello.
Oh, you mean on your video?
On my video.
Something else. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Does Walker have that video?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I thought he did, but I get a feeling like one morning I'll wake up and I will be in La La Land, like what? And then I finally go. Best time to take me. It's coming though. Everything's lining up. Astrology. The alignment of the planets. That's tied right into this. I've mentioned that before, but there's something specific about the alignment where it's going to have the strongest pull.
Good.
It's something about to happen now.
I don't know.
Something's in a different area or something. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, my computer just went doo-doo. It's not for me to worry about. Okay. Wow. I'm so tired of this. There's no boohoo Jay, but I'm just tired of it. Anyway, I guess that's it. Whoa. Twisted Sister. I have been talking a lot with Aron lately. Everything's gonna go. Before he talked to me yesterday, he was hitting my right ear real hard with that sensor that he has in there. It was going nuts. He had that first one, and then they just burned it out because they saw I was gonna leave, so they didn't want to leave in the body, and it burnt right out. And I'm like, wow, that's weird. And then, lo and behold, I'm not going yet. So they put another one in. They haven't been here since then, though. People can't even accept the fact that there's trillions of planets, even let alone one, that has life on it.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell are they going to deal with what I tell them? They have to feel it for themselves. They have to have their own understanding. I know that.
But
It's
people
not
adapt. That's what people do. That's what the brain is designed to do. People adapt, and it'll
a
happen.
lot of us do, but when you have lower frequencies, no. That it's like screw it. It's me. It's what I want. It's like the Democratic Party. Almost every single one of them are schmucks. There's some people within the Democratic Party that are there to just get information. They're hybrids.
Hmm.
I already said too that before other countries brought in to the nation, the U.S. would be first with part of me and Donald, but I'll be taking out the trash and the people just vote in or put in charge good people and from just good people, not abusers, like what we call the liberal or Democratic Party. But they'll be allowing Elon and his group to go in and straighten up their messes. But there's going to be a whole lot of hybrids, more hybrids going into the Doge thing.
Hmm.
And after people have got their spending and all that stuff put together, then they start beginning negotiations for coming into the new country. And the negotiations is to become part of this new nation, which is all the water in the world, which of course is most of the world. We want you to be like this, do this, and we'll offer this for you so you can do this. It's all about humanitarian care. People, animals. It's not a control system, it's an opportunity. So, and Elon will find a mess, and he doesn't make the changes. He tells the government about it. And once the government makes the changes, okay, then they got it together.
Yeah.
And any of them that don't, I'll get rid of them anyway, whether it's deleting their spirit or the person or just the person and sending the spirit home. It's a lot of people that have been, or good people that have been pushed the wrong way because of circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
their programming, their grooming. I've said from the very beginning, people just don't understand how awesome and wonderful they are. And they can't through that tar thing called the body. But I'm going to fix that real quick here. I can change I haven't said this before, but I can change the frequencies of the human body. I can make it more transparent, amenable, free, don't have easier to work within and outward is the gist of it. Whoa. All right, I better go. I can still say see you.
Okay.
But anyway, Walker, thanks for putting it out, buddy. And everyone just, understand what was done to Alex is wrong and don't think twice about what he's doing, except that, if you want to feel something, don't feel anger, feel the hurt of him being put through that in an improper manner, but it was the best that could be done at the time. So Lily, she's out, but she's only been out what now? A couple of months?
Mm-hmm.
She's been stored, she's out again and she's reacclimating herself with people and bodies having lives, and it's only going to get better. And as soon as I'm home, this personality, the consciousness that's in this body, it's our strongest part of our that when into the body to deal with it. And when I come out, I go into what's already out there and I just run it. No abuse or, horrific aggression other than towards the people that need it. And they're going to feel it. They're going to feel the hell out of it. People don't like that. Well, whatever. I don't care. I care about them, but I don't care about their thoughts and feelings while they're locked away in the body and don't even understand anyway.
Yeah.
So that sounds totalitarian, abusive. It's the devil. Satan has taken Jay over. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we'll see you soon. This is it. We're there. Just a little inching, a little more to get over the finish line.
Thank you, Jay. This will help some people, so thank you for this.
Yeah, I think there's a lot here that's important that people need to know. And don't expect perfect anywhere. Not from the other side, not from anything. Perfection is a way to, it should be called improvement.
Yes, very good point.
Not perfection, because there's no way to get perfect. It's just, it's stupid. It was made to frustrate people, and it still does. All right, big guy, you all have a good one, okay?
Thank you, Jay.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye-bye.